So welcome back to the video. In this video we are going to cover IP addressing part 2. I hope you have seen the part 1 video. So let's go ahead. In this video we are going to find what's the maximum number of hosts in that network, and then what's the network address, what is the broadcast address, what is the first usable address and the last usable address of a particular network. So let's go with an example over here. So let's say we have an IP 192.168.1.0/24. So /24 means like first 24 is of network part, and then rest of the bits, that is 32 minus 24 is 8 is for the host. So the number of hosts can be like the IPs you can see is like 0 to 225 over here. So host portion, as I told, 8 bits. 32 minus 24 is 8, so 2 raised to 8 will be 256. So as I told you, network part, so whatever the host portion, all zeros will be network, and then host portion all ones will be the broadcast part. So we covered network, broadcast. Then now we'll cover how many hosts can be over there. So maximum host in the network will be 2 raised to n, like the number of hosts portion minus 2. So the formula is over here: maximum host per network is equal to 2 raised to n minus 2, where n is like the number of host bits. So let's take another example just to understand. So 172.116.0.0/16. So first 16 are for network and rest 16 bits are for the host part. So like all the host portion zeros are called the network addresses, and all the host portion ones are called the broadcast addresses. So that is 255.255/16. So the maximum number of host in this network is like 2 raised to 16 minus 2, it's like 65,534. And then now again we'll go for /8. So first 8 bits are for like the network, and then the rest 24 bits are for the host. As you can see, 24 bits for the host, and if all host part is all zeros, it's called the network address, and if the host part is all ones, it's called the broadcast address. So the maximum number of the host in this network will be 2 raised to 24, like the host bits. Like whatever number you get, you just subtract from here, that will be the host portion bits, and then you just raise to 2 minus 2, you'll get the total number of hosts in that network. So you don't need to worry about the large number over here. As you can see, it's like 16 million 77 16 million hosts approximately over here. But like you just need to, like questions will be asked like like /24 and further along, like till /32, the questions won't be asked on like /8 and all. So that's the thing. And then maximum host per network is like 2 raised to n minus 2. I hope you memorize this formula, and then which is very important for this like subnetting practices and on, which we'll cover in next video. So how to find the first usable address? So as I told you, if the host portion of all zeros is like the network part, so if we add 1 to that, you will get your first usable address, and then for the last usable address you just need to subtract 1. So as you see, 1111 makes 255, and then just subtract 1, that is called the last usable addresses. So in let's take one more example, that is like 172.16.0.0. if we add 1 to that network, that becomes 172.16.0.1/16. that's first usable addresses, and then the last usable addresses will be like subtracting 1 from the broadcast address, that will become the last usable addresses. So let's take a network over which we have class A, class B, class C. So we will look at this example in Cisco CLI, and then how to configure the video the router over here in class A, class B and class C. We'll get to know soon about it. So I hope in this video you have understood about the network address, broadcast address, first usable address, last usable address, and the number of hosts in that network. So in the next video we'll hop into Cisco CLI. Thank you. That's all for this video, and stay tuned for the part 3 in which we'll do some configuration. Thank you.